Hi, Julie Rader here with the weekly astrological update from August 22nd to the 28th. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe, and share with anyone who could benefit from this information. Okay, so let's start off on Monday. It's a really interesting week, another week where we have this Uranus North Node energy being triggered again, and I'll explain why. Starting off on Monday, it's the moon's day, and the moon is in Cancer, and its very first aspect is a square to Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is a great benefic. However, it is also the magnifier of whatever is already there. So, with it, this square, it can bring a feeling of indifference, maybe even just being a bit neglectful. Um, we also have, though, on that day, Mercury in Virgo. Remember, Mercury loves being in Virgo. However, now it's in its shadow period. As it is preparing to retrograde, it's going to start slowing down, and it will retrograde in September around the 11th, I believe. 9th, 11th, something like that. But I will keep you informed as we get closer. But Mercury in Virgo is making a beautiful harmonious trine to Pluto, which is retrograde in Capricorn. Now, this is an Earth trine. However, when we have Mercury trine Pluto, there is this energy of being very observative and very quick thinking. It's a very cerebral type energy, but they're an Earth sign. So it could be that we're getting these ideas that we actually have the ability to put roots on. So roots too, so that we can grow something fabulous out of what is coming out of our mind. It's a really beautiful aspect. And on this day, also on Monday, the sun moves into Virgo. So happy birthday to all you Virgos out there. Okay, so then we go on to Tuesday. Tuesday, not much happening in the sky. The moon is making a lot of aspects, but remember, those are fast moving aspects. They don't last for very long. And so the moon is in Cancer. We may feel like being home more, or really just making a home cooked meal for our loved ones, or catching up on like laundry and things like that. Then on Wednesday, on the 24th, we have the moon's last aspect is, and this is Mercury's day, is a sextile to Mercury. This again is a very active, creative mind. We have that the whole beginning of the week, just lots and lots of ideas. The mind is going to be working a bit on overdrive. So make sure you have a pen and paper, write down some of these ideas so that you can put roots to them, so that you can start using this to create a business plan. Really important. And then the moon will move into Leo, and its first aspect is a sextile to Mars. So when Leo and Mars come together, it's a lot of energy. It's a spark of energy. It is also strong-willed. There can be just this sense of honesty that comes with it as well. Now, Uranus stations retrograde at almost 19 degrees here on this day as well. So with these aspects that I've already talked about, be aware that there might be things that just fly out of your mouth. And because the day that the planets station retrograde or direct are the most intense. Now, remember, the outer planets, they don't move very fast anyway. So it's like they're going like 5 miles an hour and then put on the brakes, as opposed to going 50 miles an hour and then putting on the brakes. But we still do feel it on the day that they station retrograde and direct. So be aware of your words, because then we also have the Venus in Leo making a beautiful harmonious aspect to Chiron and Aries. There can be a sense of healing, a sense of forgiveness, maybe something that is said that wasn't meant to be said or just flies out of the mouth. Maybe it actually leads to a healing or a conversation that needed to be had, so that a conflict can be resolved. And then on Thursday, on the 25th, we have Venus in Leo so Venus again, making another aspect. Venus is very active from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Wednesday, it squares the North Node in Taurus. So this again reactivates that energy of the Uranus North Node conjunction. So that it touches the North Node on which can on Thursday, and then Uranus on Friday. But back up to the North Node, when Venus squares a North Node, there can be, especially because they're both in fixed energies, there is this butting of the heads. There is this sense of being very strong-willed and not seeing another person's point of view. So be really aware of that. And if there's a conversation that needs to be had with somebody, Thursday, Friday, not so much the days to be having them. We're also in the balsamic moon phase, meaning the dark of the moon. We don't have the moon, our emotional sense, reflecting things outwardly. It's a great time to go inward and get really clear on how you're feeling, so that maybe next week, when the moon is starting to grow, and I haven't looked at next week's aspects yet, but maybe there'll be a better opportunity then to have these kind of intense conversations. So on Thursday, we also have Mercury moving into Libra. So it's moving out of its home sign where it loves being in Virgo, now into Libra. Now, Mercury in Libra is a bit more scattered, a bit more all over the place. It's going from earth to air. So there can be a flying around of ideas, or even we might find in our communication that we're a bit more scattered or even indecisive. It's a very cerebral energy. Friday on the 26th. Friday is could be one of, if not the most challenging day of the week. The moon in Virgo makes no aspects after it moves into Virgo. But then we have Venus in Leo. It's squaring Uranus. Now, remember, Uranus and the North Node are very close to each other in the sky. So Venus square Uranus is also strong-willed. It is moody. It is because it's Venus, which is matters of the heart, and Uranus, which is expect the unexpected, all over the place. It can be like a roller coaster. We also have the sun newly in Virgo making a square. So its first aspect in Virgo is a square to Mars. Now, Mars and the sun do not like each other. So when they come together, sorry, I was thinking of the sun and Saturn. Mars and the sun actually do kind of get along. They're both hot. But when we have the sun square Mars, it is hasty and stubborn and restless. There can be this, again, we've got Uranus, who is stationed retrograde, squaring Venus, sun squaring Mars. The whole second half of the week, we could just be hasty. Things could fly out of our mouth. We could be making impulsive decisions, impulsive actions, impulsive words. So be aware of that. Slow down. Spend some more time internally. Really think before acting. Maybe make it a rule that you have 24 hours before you can speak about something or act on something. My daughter just started club soccer, and there was a meeting, a parent meeting with the club director that works with all the ages and levels. And my daughter's in the youngest age group. She's only 8. This club goes all the way up, to 18. But he was saying, they already instill it at this age, although they don't see issues with it so much, a 48-hour cooling off period after games before you can contact the coach. So if you're upset about something that happened in a game, their rule is you have to wait 48 hours before you can bring it up. And I think it's kind of brilliant, especially a week like this. Maybe impose that within your family. You know, you're mad about something, you have to wait at least 24 hours, 48 hours. You can write it down, but wait to bring it up. The second half of the week, some kind of cooling off period would be really, really beneficial. Remember, I talk more about this going on in your personal lives. We could be seeing, who knows what we're going to be seeing at the end of the week on a collective level. Saturday on the 27th, well, again, when Uranus is involved, expect the unexpected. Saturday the 27th, it's the Virgo New Moon. I'm going to be filming the new moon video in the next day. But the moon's really, its only main aspect is this square to Mars, because remember, the sun was just square Mars. And then, so the new moon happens at 1:11 a.m. for our Pacific time. And then at 1:17, the moon forms an exact square to Mars. So it's exact. This can be impulsive. Now remember, it's Virgo. Virgo is mutable, so it's not quite as impulsive, and it's Earth. However, when you have this square to Mars, there can be this impulsive lashing out. Again, activate that cooling off period as just a personal intention for yourself this week. I'll do a whole nother video. I'll go through each of the signs. And then on Sunday, on the Sun's day, we have Venus and Leo opposing Saturn in Aquarius. This Venus and Leo is just super open-hearted and loving. Saturn is in its home sign of Aquarius, so it has strength there. And Saturn wants to instill more boundaries. So this is really a situation where one part of you or one person in a relationship wants to open their heart and express what they're feeling, and the other person has their arms crossed and really has a fence or a barrier around their heart and isn't willing to go there. That's the energy of what's going on Sunday on a collective level, on a personal level, in a relationship level. So again, it's this energy of a battle of the wills. That's really the energy of the week. How can we see another person's point of view? How can we instill patience so that we're not lashing out? And how can we reflect inwardly and how we can resolve a conflict internally and really come to a harmonious, happy medium internally before bringing it up to another person. All right, good luck this week. I hope it's a good one. And again, happy birthday, Virgos. With the sun moving in Virgo, it's that energy of let's get to work. It's back to school week. I'm starting to homeschool again this week, and it's that's the sun in Virgo. That's what it's about. Let's start focusing again on using the mind, on getting things accomplished. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video, in the new moon video, and thanks for watching.